Good morning, YouTube. It's currently 7:13 a.m. on Saturday, the 9th of February, which is my father's, excuse me, it's my father's 48th birthday. As you can see, I just got out of the shower. I just washed and shampooed and deep conditioned my hair. I think that was a little bit of product left in there, but that's okay. And that's why I'm like soaking, dripping wet. So what we're going to do is I'm going to keep the towel wrapped around. I'm going to put the bathrobe over it for some extra warmth because I'm a little chilly. It's a little chilly this morning. Yesterday it was like 80 degrees here in South Carolina. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but today there's a significant drop and it's only supposed to be a high of like 63. But let's go ahead and get into this. Get ready with me. I like to call it my signature low ponytail. I've tried to give my hair a break from this style. It's just so easy and so convenient for me to just slick it all back into a low ponytail. And I know a lot of people have questions on how I do that. I've done a video on how I do this before, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use one of my favorite product combinations for a wash and go, which also works really good for like a sleek, slick back style. And yeah, let's jump right in. So first, we're going to grab the products from my collection. The two products we're going to be using. One is from Shea Moisture, and this is their Red Palm Oil and Cocoa Butter Curl Stretch Pudding with flaxseed. It's for curly, coily, shrinkage-prone hair. This stuff is super duper moisturizing, and it also defines my hair. And then for the hold, we're going to go in with the Wetline Extreme Professional Gel. Has aloe vera, no residue, alcohol-free with UV filter. That's what we're going to use to seal everything in and really make sure that it's slick. And you can add an oil if you want. Excuse me. I'm still recovering from the sickness I had. I think I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of oil to my scalp right now. And my oils are just mixtures of random oils that I've gotten sent from my curl kit when I used to do curl kit. And I'm just going to like lightly go in to my scalp with this nozzle and apply some oil around my hair. I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to drip. So after I get that in there, I'm going to go ahead and kind of massage it in. It smells really good. Whatever oils are in this container, they smell really good. And the original oil that was in that bottle is also really good. It's the Alikay Naturals Essential 17 oil. I really like that oil. I haven't had it in years, but it is a good oil. So I'm just going to go ahead and massage the oil into my scalp. I suffer from a very dry scalp. My scalp gets dry super easy and it gets really itchy, which is why I've been having to wash my hair nowadays like every 4 to 5 days when I used to be able to go 7 to 10 in the past. And I also like to make sure I really get my hairline because I have fine hair that is low porosity. Not low porosity. My hair is like normal porosity, but like normal density. So my hair isn't like thick. It may look thick right now because it's kind of drying up and it's all crazy for me massaging the oil in, but I don't have thick hair. And so my edges are prone to looking a little bit more thin. So I like to make sure they get oil so they can get the nutrients from the oil. And then this is my last time going in and kind of massaging the oil into the scalp. And I find this works best on my damp scalp versus when my scalp is fully dry. Now that she's got some oil, we can go in with the curl stretch pudding. For my slick back styles, I don't really divide my hair up into too many sections when I'm doing the cream product. So I'm going to take a very generous amount. And I kind of just work it in from the ends. And I'm just like squeezing it into my hair. And that glob is enough to do half my hair. Now I'm just really like working and massaging it into the hair. My hair was already detangled in the shower. My hair was so cute yesterday from the like mini twist out. It looked so nice. It was so voluminous, and I got several compliments. I even had one lady like ask me how I do my hair because she has a biracial granddaughter. And she's like, I really have no clue. I should have told her to look on YouTube, but I just told her like just like one way of getting your hair moisturized and a more uniform like curl pattern, which was to twist her hair while it was damp and then let it dry overnight if her hair isn't super thick, or make the twist small so they can dry, and then it'll be more defined. All right, so you can see how my hair is looking with this product in it, working it in, really massaging it into the hair. You can see how the curls are more defined over here and moisturized. I like to go in with just a little bit at the roots. To really make sure that they are also moisturized and defined. Look at that. So that's one side. Time for the other side. Ooh, I got some shedding. Here's my shedding. I'm detangling right now. Doing the same thing to this side. I like to start from the ends. Kind of getting it on the ends first. And you can see the top of my hair already like dried out, kind of. I might spray my hair down with some aloe vera juice. All right. This side of my hair is a little bit thicker, more dense. So I always feel like I have to go in with additional products. This side also tends to be more dry and is a little bit more kinky than the left side of my head. But it's all good. So I'm just really gonna massage and work this in. Just wanna really massage it into the hair really well. And I'm gonna come back around to my edges and make sure that I get this product all on my edges. You can see I have another little ball of shedding. I think it fell off my hand. This product doesn't have the best smell, but it doesn't smell bad, you know? But it doesn't smell the best. And you can see the definition. And now my hair is like fully moisturized. This is step one. Is applying a cream product that's going to moisturize the hair. And you can see my hair is no longer dripping either with water. All right. I feel like I've got that worked in pretty well. You are going to see white. That's fine because I have more low to normal porosity hair. So products kind of sit on top of my hair. It takes them a little bit to absorb. That's okay. It's no big deal. It will be gone in a second. So I'm going to grab some aloe vera juice. This is aloe vera juice in a misting bottle. My hands are slippery, so I hold it with both hands. I'm going to go ahead and mist my hair with this. Try to get like closer towards the roots on the inside of my hair. All right. To dampen it up, there we go. Let me get in the middle. The sides are good. Oops. I do that all the time. I spray the wrong direction. But this is just pure aloe vera juice, which helps to seal in the moisture. And just, I'm using it to dampen my hair so that I can further manipulate it. All right, so now it's time to actually start making the ponytail. The tool I like to use to hold the ponytail is one of these. This is like a used one. You can see, I think this is made out of like nylon bands. It doesn't have any metal on it. It's basically made out of the same material a stocking is. And I ordered like a bunch of these off Amazon. And I get the big ones, the jumbo ones, so that I have a lot of leeway to wrap it as tight or as loose as I want to. Love these. I'm impatient. So yes, my hair does get caught in it because I usually, like I said, I'm very impatient and I don't really care about ripping my hair out. I know that's bad, but that's me. You don't have to be like that. Be more gentle. Cool. And we're going to do the side part. I typically do a side part. I've been experimenting with middle parts as of late, but I normally experiment during my breaks from school. And I had a part over here last time, so I like to alternate my parts. So we're going to do the part on this side, which is where my birthmark is. I feel like that's subconsciously why I used to always part my hair on this side growing up, to cover my birthmark. But when I wear makeup, you can't even see my birthmark anymore. And it actually doesn't really bother me. I also feel like it has faded significantly the older I've gotten with my skincare and all that. So yeah, I have a birthmark right here though. My parents called it a collard green patch. I don't know what the correct terminology is for it, but she's still there. All right, so I'm gonna get my part situated. You know, do I want to be at a diagonal? Do I want to be more straight back? Do I want to be super deep? Do I want to be less deep? I'm going to go a little bit less. And I use the rat tail comb to really make sure that I have it the way I want it. The way I want it. Okay, okay. Oh, that's kind of interesting. My hands are so slippery sometimes. I'm not the best at parting, but we're going to get it done. So we have kind of a line that's kind of traveling back across my head. I like to go pretty far back so that this part lays flat. The crown of my head lays flat because that's where I have my most kinky type 4 hair. So now I'm just going to smooth my hair down with my hands. You know, we're just kind of prepping it to flow the way we want it to go, okay? By just raking my fingers through all around my head. And like I said, it's super moisturized. Y'all can see the part, how it goes like kind of back. Okay, that helps with laying this part of my hair flat. All right, now once I've got it all that way, it's time to start going in with Wetline Extreme Gel. And I'm focusing most of this on the top, not so much my ends. That's kind of like at the end. You'll see what I do for like the actual ponytail part. And I'm taking generous globs. And we're just gonna start like painting this upper portion of my hair with the gel, okay? It's just a little scary for some people. I use a lot of gel because I need this ponytail to last me at least 4 days. I could probably only get 4 days out of this because for some odd reason, my scalp tends to get dry with this style. You notice that the gel is only on the outer portion of my hair right now, so it's not even touching my scalp at this point. But I don't know, the low ponytail, my scalp gets like irritated and dry. All right. I'm slowly working like a little bit of that gel down to the ends, just a little bit. We don't want a lot, just a little bit, kind of working it down. You'll see the difference it makes. Working a little bit of that gel down. Okay. And at this point, it's time to get out the paddle brush. So the only tools you really need are rat tail comb to part, your hair tie that you're going to use, and then paddle brush to help smooth your hair down. And I use, where it at though? Oh, here it is. I use this like double-sided one that has soft boar bristles, another one is hard. I start with the soft. Just to kind of get things started. And then on this side that has more hair, whatever side has the most hair, your girl takes a whole other glob of gel because this is the side that's going to give you the most issues because it's got more hair. And then with the little bit that's left over on my hands, you always just take and kind of rub onto the ends. Whew, okay, we're getting somewhere. This process takes me about 20 minutes. So now I did the soft bristle side. Now we're going with the hard bristles. You can hear the sound difference. And I always follow up with the hand. That's very important. You brush and then you follow through with the hand to smooth. Because you see how smooth we're getting? You gotta follow through with the hand. Okay? Ooh. Then I'm switching to the soft bristles. The soft bristles kind of massage that product in. You see? Also kind of works like your hand to further smooth. We want to smooth these hairs. You're just going to keep working, alternating between the hard bristles and the soft bristles around your entire head, okay? Smoothing with your hand, following through with your hand, just to, ensure that everything is going to be all right. We will address the edges later, or you can kind of smooth them the way you want. I think I'm just going to have mine go more straight back this time. Yeah. Instead of like slanted down, we're going to go more straight back. And then we'll make them fancy later. Okay. Now I'm working back the other direction. You just want to try and get it as smooth as possible. All right, when you feel like you got it pretty smooth, you're going to smooth with your hands in the direction you want the ponytail to go. Very important. I always take a little bit of gel and I kind of go on my kitchen, and the little hairs that kind of hang down, I like to make sure that they're already like kind of defined if they don't all make it into the ponytail. And you see I'm smoothing with my hands in the direction that I want the ponytail to go, and then I'm going to start raking to pull the hairs that are deep underneath that don't really have a lot of gel on them. I'm kind of raking to pull those out because it's very curly in there, And the bristles of the brush may not have gotten all the way deep inside of there. So kind of trying to make sure everything is smooth. So that feels pretty good to me. It feels pretty sleek and like everything's in the ponytail. This little bit of work is our workout. Then hair tie. I go in. You can make it as tight as you desire to keep your hair laying flat. I go pretty tight, but not overly tight. Like this is the last time. You'll see it's very secure. She's secure. And then I kind of go in and I loosen a little bit and I look down, like put my chin to my chest so that I make sure it's not too tight in the kitchen area, like really the nape of my head. Kitchen, nape, same thing. Then we're going in with the soft bristle side. And you're going to go in and kind of touch up your work. Now this is a little bit messy. You see I have a lot of like white residue on my ear, on my face a little bit. So if you're going to do the style, do it before you do your makeup. And it's best to do it right after you wash your hair or on very damp hair. Very damp to wet hair. Do not attempt this on dry hair or you will break all your hair off if you have type 4 hair. All right, so now what I'm going to go in and do is add more gel to the outside. I know you're like, wow, more gel? This just ensures that there are no flyaways, and it basically just helps to cement everything in place. And it adds shine because this gel makes my hair shiny. Okay. Next, I go to the ponytail. This part. I should get a little closer. And I start to do some finger coiling. I do kind of like medium-sized chunks. I finger coil the ponytail. Now, I don't take like a lot of time to do this, but I try and make it somewhat neat so that the ends look kind of uniform. And I don't like to put too much gel on the ends so that they stay more moisturized. Even though for me, Wetline Extreme does not dry my hair out, but over time, if you put gel on your hair, whether it's a moisturizing gel or not, your hair is going to be prone to drying out more. And I'm just going to do some finger coils back here. This takes me about a couple minutes. And I'm just wrapping it around my finger, taking small chunks, smoothing it and wrapping it around my finger. When it dries, it's going to look really pretty. And I can feel the pieces that don't really have any gel on them versus the pieces that do because they don't wrap as easily. Some of the pieces are a little bigger, some are a little bit smaller. But it gives you a nice, like, curly little ponytail in the back. And it also gives you a chance to kind of tighten the hair a little bit. If you tug on the pieces, it'll tighten the ponytail if you need to. All right, so it looks a little ratchet now, but when it dries, it'll be super cute. And you can see the curls are going to be nice. All right, so next step is to go in with your edge brush. You want a smaller, soft brush to go in and do detail work on your edges and the flattened part of your hair. I like to just go over this whole section with a smaller, soft brush. Just to make sure there's no flyaways and to make it as smooth as possible. This is one of my go-to hairstyles. When my skin is like very clear, I like this hairstyle a lot because it really just shows off my face. And my giant forehead, which I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. My mother's always like, you need a bang, you need a bang. And I'm like, really, Mom? Really? I know that my forehead's big. It doesn't really bother me. So you go in and you do all your little edge work. If you're the kind of person that likes curly, swirly edges, sometimes I'm that person. You can go in and, you know, do all of that madness if that's your ministry. I'm just going to do a slight little swoop over here, you know, slight swoopage. Like that's as fancy as we're getting. And then always brush and smooth with your hand. Follow through with the hand. It's very important. So since I made the side a little, you know, fancy-ish, we will imitate that same thing just right here. Wow. There we go. So that's as fancy as my edges are gonna get. I do have the little like true edge brush, but this is just the first thing I saw and I grabbed. I also like to kind of brush back here, the nape, and then really focus on the part going directly into the ponytail. Make sure that's smooth, this is the smoothest it's been in a while for me. Usually it's a little bit more lumpy right before it goes into the ponytail holder. All right. This is the hair basically done. You can tie down your edges if you like. For me, my hair lays pretty well because it's more fine. So I don't really have to tie down my edges in order for it to stay just exactly how you're seeing it right now. It's not going to go nowhere, especially with the products I use. They work really well together and the cream is thick and the gel is also thick and it's a gel. So I don't need to like wrap my edges or anything. Like my hair is going to stay just like this. It's not going anywhere. So that's it for the hair. One last thing I am going to do, because I have this new product that I like. So I guess this is the third product. But it's an extra, not necessary step. I'll like put some of the stuff away. Y'all know I have to put stuff away as I go. I can't like mess and just chaos. I put stuff back. I'm going to take this Lotta Body No Silicone Illuminate Me Shine Mist. And I'm going to spray this on just the ponytail portion of my hair so that when it dries, it's nice and shiny. Now, this product is kind of oily, so be aware of that if you're going to be putting something over your head to wear, that this will leave kind of like little oil marks. But I'm gonna go ahead and spray this ponytail down with this stuff so that she is shiny and illuminated. When my ponytail dries, it's gonna look like a little rabbit tail because of how my hair shrinks and how curly it is. And it's really cute. I think it's cute. A lot of kids love it. They're like, it's like a ponytail at school. So one thing I do like to do though, is I take this kind of bonnet, which I think I got at Dollar General or Walmart. It was like $1 because it doesn't really do anything for my edges, but I like to just have the ponytail covered. I just like to keep this kind of covered while I get ready and do everything else. And it also allows me to clean off the back of my neck of all the extra hair products. So right now I'm taking my towel off because it's been absorbing the water on my body as I've been sitting here doing a ponytail for almost 30 minutes, but it's worth it because it's sleek, it's clean, like it's a good style for really anything. And I just take this towel and I'm gonna go on the back of my neck and wipe off any extra product that's back there. And I also kind of go on my face a little bit if I need to, and my ears. Don't forget your ears. Don't forget like the flaps and folds of your ears, behind your ears where there might be some white hair product built up. And I also wipe my hands off on the towel, and now that towel is done and will be washed. Whew, so that's how I get my ponytail done. Now we'll go into this makeup for today. I'm just going to a conference. I'm not doing anything too fancy. Yesterday I was a little bit more fancy because it was the sweetheart dance at school. It was great. And by the way, the conference, oh no, look, I have hair product in the webs of my fingers. The conference has been great so far. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I've gotten some really useful resources and materials and just like advice and just activities and ideas. I love SCMEA. Like, I love it. I'm the kind of person that when I go to a professional development, I implement that stuff immediately when I get back. And I'm so hyped and excited for some of the stuff I'm going to be doing. My tea is probably cold again. I have some breakfast in Paris tea. It's actually still slightly warm and it's really good. It's from Stash, and I think it has black tea, bergamot, which I love bergamot, and then something else in it, like the ingredients. It tastes really good. Going in with my Clinique, excuse me, Acne Solutions Clarifying Lotion, which is really a toner with salicylic acid on a cotton pad, and I'm going to go in and ooh. Make sure that I get this all over my skin. I washed my face in the shower twice. I double cleansed and it was like squeaky clean, but I'm going to show you. There's Nola. That's not as clean as you think. What's up, little girl? Okay. So hopefully you can see. There we go. You can see that there's still some dirt on my face. Even though I washed my whole face in the shower twice, there's still some leftover dirt. That looks like dirt to me, like straight up dirt on my face. So I like to go on with that. And then I like to go in with the Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. No, I'm not sponsored by Clinique, but I really do like their skincare products. And I use 3 pumps for my whole face. I just start on this side and I just move it to this side. And I just go and I massage it in. I also massage it into my eyelids and under eyes. This is a very lightweight gel that basically feels like water on your face. Like, it feels really good. But I work it in, and also spread it to my neck. And I make sure I get it on my forehead. It's just after I do a slick back style like this, or anytime I have a slick back style like this, it's like, I don't want to disturb my edges, which I'm probably gonna have to go in and like touch up and perfect a little bit later. Just fine. And after, my face feels tacky, like it has a little grip to it, which I like. If I feel like I need additional moisture, I'll go in with my Confidence in a Cream from It Cosmetics, but I feel pretty good. And the primer I'm going to use is moisturizing. I'm going to go in with the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer, Energize and Rescue with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics. I've been really liking this underneath more matte foundations. And I just put a glob here and a glob here. This primer also smells really good. And again, I always make sure to get my eyes because my under eyes are dry. I also experienced some dryness on my chin now. And on my cheeks where I had any acne that is more recent within the past like 2 weeks, it's like dry and flaky around there. This primer feels so good. And the instructions say that you're supposed to let it like dry and sink into your skin before you go in with your foundation. It also leaves like that tacky feeling. So this is like skin prep, done. I'm gonna drink some tea. Close, please. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. My face feels pretty dry. For foundation, I'm going to keep it drugstore. And we're going to mix the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation in the shade Deep 70 with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 530 Deep Amber. This one's a little bit too dark. This one, the undertone isn't quite right. So I'm just going to mix the two of them, hope for the best. And I've been using an actual mixing tray as of late. And I got this from Ambrosia Marlboro store, Brosia Love, or Golden RX. She goes by all of those names. It was really inexpensive. And I wanted to support a Black business. So I was like, this is something I could actually use. So I'm going to mix the both of these on the tray. I'm going to do 2 pumps of the CoverGirl. It's a thicker foundation in consistency. Make sure to shake everything up. And I'm going to go in with 1 pump of the L'Oreal, which is more fluid and liquidy. And this is what it looks like on the tray. You can see the thicker one is a little bit lighter and the L'Oreal is a little bit darker and a little bit more runny. And it comes with a mixing tool. And I washed both of these the other day. So I'm just gonna use the mixing tool, do a little bit of science, you know. Wow, they mix together really nice. It's like really smooth. And both of these are long wearing. Both of them give me like a matte finish. Both of them are transfer resistant. I really like both foundations, but I just need a better shade. And then I'm gonna go in and just apply it to my face. I apply the most where I need the most coverage, which is on my cheeks. I'm like scraping the tray. Okay. And then, because your girl does not waste, I literally take the tray and I scrape the leftover foundation on my actual face to get as much as I can off. All right. Hopefully this will be enough to give me the coverage I want. If not, I'll have to mix some more. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. I think this is their face buffing brush, something like that. Yeah, I think I should be good. I'm going to go in and I'm going to start patting this into the skin. Look at that coverage. And the shade is really nice. Yeah, I'm getting like a strong medium coverage, not full. That's okay. And I'm looking in the bathroom mirror to do this. I don't think I'm going to do any eyeshadow today, so I'm avoiding putting foundation on my lids. I don't want to put any on my lids because then they'll crease. It'll crease and just be icky. I'm not going to do any eyeshadow today. We're going to keep it very simple. Yes, this looks really good. This is a good combo to mix. It's really, really pretty. I feel like just a tad bit more though. Like trying to make it like spread and work, especially like on my forehead where I don't really need that much coverage. So make sure I get my nose. But you can still see my imperfections peeking through just a little bit. I always like to make sure I dab over my hairline, which we'll touch up later, so that everything is well blended. But yeah, my imperfections are still peeking through on both sides. But my skin looks super skin-like and natural. That's why I really like mixing these two foundations. Okay. I don't think I want to add any more foundation because this looks really, really nice. But I do want a little bit more coverage. So we're going to go on with a skin tone powder to help with that. You can see that dark mark. All right, so that's it for foundation. I really like the finish that I get. It's really pretty. Drugstore is killing it, and the color is really good. It goes with my skin, goes with my undertones, so love it. Now it's time to set this. And we're gonna have to break into a new product. Is this already open? Oh, it's already open, but I haven't used it. So to set my whole face, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Power in 360 Mocha. I really love this powder for setting my whole face because it helps me add a little bit more coverage. And then for under the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in the shade Honey. But my skin looks so pretty. I love the way these two foundations mixed together look. They look really natural. Oh gosh, y'all, I need to stop being sick. And normally I like to press my powders in with a damp sponge, but I've been lazy and just been using a brush because I've been lazy. So I'm gonna use this Real Techniques Instapop face brush. I really like this because it's dense and it's at an angle. So I'm going to dip into this Fenty powder first. I'm knocking off the excess. I'm going to look up. I'm going to go ahead and apply this under my eye. And I'm going to blend it out as I apply it. And you see that brightens, it sets, and it smooths out the skin under the eye, which I like because I don't like to wear concealer. So that helps to brighten and lift that area. I also don't need like a lot of coverage in this area, so. And my under eyes are a little bit drier, so I find that this technique helps them from getting like super cracked and like crepey. Ooh, that's a lot of powder. I'm gonna kind of go in with a little bit more, kind of not bake this area, but kind of sort of. Just to get it really bright. Then with whatever's left over, I'm gonna lightly take on my forehead and over my brow area. And I'm not gonna go in with any more Fenty powder than what I have in the cap. which I only took out a small amount because I don't need to overuse this. Also gonna get in here around the nose. This powder is really good at helping keep you matte and control your oil. I'm applying it in my troublesome areas with this brush. Kind of patting it in to the skin. And you see how that added that brightness to the center of my face, which I love because it helps add dimension to my skin without using other like cream and liquid products. So it saves time. So that's it for Fenty Beauty Powder. I still even have a little bit left in the cap that I'm going to put right back into the container. There we go. Close that up. That's it for I can't even speak. Like, I'm a little congested. That's it for Fenty powder. Now you can see those areas are really, really bright. So we need to set the rest of the face to add a little bit of coverage. So with the same brush, and just now with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, that is my skin tone. I'm going to load this brush up and go on and really like pack it on and press it into my skin. This is how I get the coverage. And it also mattifies really well. And you're going to see that I kind of overlap a little bit with where I put the Fenty so that everything blends together seamlessly. Again, I'm pressing this powder into my skin so I don't disturb the foundation. You can already see the difference that made with coverage and how matte the skin is now. Don't forget to get under your chin if you blend your foundation down there. You can see the difference in this side versus this side. And I always start on the cheek area first because that's where I need the most coverage. Then I work my way down, make my way on down, all around the town. I'm also going to go on the sides of my nose with the darker powder. And I go over my mouth again. And I'm doing this like so intensely because this is when I need my makeup to be like super long wear, bulletproof. I know I'm going to be sweating because I'm going to be dancing and stuff. I'm a music teacher. This is a music educators conference. You dance in school, especially in elementary school. They have their own dance classes in a lot of middle schools and high schools here. So we're going to be dancing up a storm. And yesterday was so warm outside. We were walking places, like we walked to go eat and everything. Like you're doing a lot of walking and stuff, so you do perspire. And I just need to make sure that this face ain't going nowhere. And I also don't really like to touch up. And this method, this is more like my summer method. This method ensures I don't have to touch up at all. Your girl is going to stay matte. Even if I do sweat, when it dries, it's going to be matte again. And it's not going to streak or run because of how I'm locking the powder and the foundation into my face by literally beating it into my skin so that it becomes one with my skin. All right, so that's my face powdered. This also helps prevent transfer, this method. So love this powder for all over my face. The color is so nice. On camera, it looks ashy. It always looks like ashy on camera. I promise you in person, my skin looks great. All right. We're going to do a little bit of bronzer contour-ish stuff with the Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Ebony. And I'm using this little brush I love to use for my blush and for when I apply bronzer / contour, just to add a little bit of dimension to my cheeks. I'm not going to put any on my forehead. I'm only going to do my cheeks today. What is this? Oh, that's a pink fuzzy from my other bathroom. Just going to put a little bit, just so I have a little bit of dimension to my cheeks. Add some warmth. I really just like clean, flawless skin. That's my favorite part of makeup. That's what I try to achieve with my makeup. So if you like somebody who's into that, then I'm the good person to watch. And I'm kind of applying this on my actual cheek as well, so that when I apply blush, it'll blend together. So I have been into blush lately. We're gonna do matte blush though. I want matte skin today, because I know it's gonna be busy. I'm gonna be walking around a lot. And I'll take a little bit under here. This powder is very like powdery, like there's a lot of kickback in the pan. I always like to take some on the sides of my nose as well. I don't really contour my nose, but I mean, this brush is huge. And I'm taking it, I start on the sides, then I do the bottom, and I just go over the whole nose. Get the whole nose. And then if there is anything left over, sometimes I will just tap over, but I'm not going to go in as intense as I normally do. Just going to tap and press in. All right. So that helps to add a little bit more dimension to my face. My computer's going to die, so let me go get the charger, and then we'll finish this makeup up because we're almost done. Oh, that's not the charger for me. You ain't a good girl. You sweet girl. You sweet girl. You know who's being a good girl. All right. I grabbed the wrong computer charger because I also have a MacBook from my school district. It's like a new one, so that charger won't even fit in this MacBook because this MacBook is from 2011, I believe. It's an older model. She's still kicking though. I thought she was gonna die several times, but she's still alive. Nola, don't eat my hair. She's eating my shed hair from my ponytail. Because it smells good. The hair products smell good. All right, and now this is the first time I'm like looking up close with a hand mirror. I can see any little dry patches, any places that need to be blended better. And I can just see overall how my skin is looking. Make sure everything's well blended. Okay, we're cool. For blush, we're using a matte blush. We're gonna use one of my favorite blushes. I'm trying to decide, do I want to use Juvia's Place or do I want to use my go-to? Oh, you sweet. Give me kisses. You sweet girl. Do I want to use my go-to Bare Minerals blush? Let's use Juvia's Place. Yo, where it at though? All right, I have the Juvia's Place, the Sahara Blush Palette, Volume 1. And you kind of decide, like, the look is going to be fairly neutral. I'm going to go in with Toby, the orange shade, on this same brush. These are very pigmented as well. Why is this giving me a sheen? Whoa. Why is it turning pink and looking a little luminous? Not sure what that's about. We're going to go with it. So I'm kind of stamping it on and then blending it back. Orange blushes look really pretty on deeper skin tones. You kind of can't even see it on camera. I can see it in person. I might layer some of the pink over top just so y'all could see. And I'm being fairly generous with the blush since we have no other color that's going to be going on the face. Yeah, y'all can't really even see that, but it's really pretty in person. So I'm going to take a little bit of Zane to go over top of Toby. That's this bright pink. Just going to lightly go over it. There we go. See, a little bit more color. Just a little bit. Wow. Okay, that was just what I needed. All right, so you can see there's a little flush of color. I really like the way that this looks. Just adds a little bit to the face. We're done with blush. Lastly, we're going to highlight, and then I'm going to do my brows. I don't even think I'm going to do eyeliner today. I'm just going to put on mascara. Like, very simple, clean face. For highlight, let's do a little bit of Trophy Wife. Do I want to do Trophy Wife, or do I want to do La Peach? Or do I want to do La Bronze? I'm like looking at myself. Let's do La Bronze. That'll be a little bit more subtle. Then I can do a bold lip. Yeah, we'll do La Bronze from Artist Couture and Jackie Aina, their collaboration. So I'm loving how smooth the skin looks. It looks really pretty. In person, it has a little bit more radiance to it, even though I'm still very matte, which I prefer for long days. I'm going to take a little bit of La Bronze on this BH Cosmetics 140 brush. I'm going to slowly buff this into the skin. Oh, she's getting out of hand. She's getting out of hand. It always goes crazy. Okay, that's more than enough. We're going to leave that how it is for now. We'll come back in a second to, okay, yeah, this side's much better. To fix that. Okay, I'm going to keep just blending. I'm taking what's in the cap. Hit my brow bone. I love this sort of a look. What's funny is I'm gonna look totally different than I did yesterday, because yesterday was way more dramatic. And then with this, it's kind of hard to get just on the bridge of my nose. So I'm gonna do my best. I kind of just like lightly brush side to side to get it right on the bridge. Well, that's a lot. I'll still put some on my Cupid's bow. Okay, back to the brow bone, and I'm gonna keep just blending over the cheekbone area. Sometimes I feel like I overblend. That's the thing about loose highlighters. It's like you can overblend them to where they're so super subtle and they don't match the intensity of the other parts of my face. I think I'm good though. This is good. This is good. We're done with highlighter. Now for my nose, because I went a little overboard on my nose, what I'll do is I'll just go back in with that powder brush, and your girl will just literally brush over the sides and like up towards the bridge of my nose. And if I need to go over it, I'll just go over it, especially like on the tip. All right. So the skin is done. Look how flawless. It's so pretty. I love it. It's glowy. We've got some blush, got some color, we've got dimension. Very nice. And now I need to do my eyebrows because I look very scary because you can't really see my eyebrows at all. Could you imagine if I just put on mascara and just left out the door like this? No. We can't. Definitely have to fill in my eyebrows because they're so thin and like just not visible. We need the contrast with my skin. And my edges are acting up a little bit. We'll fix them. It's okay. I'm right on time, too. I'm right on time. I'm on schedule. For my brows, which is, an unpopular opinion, I like to use black because I like the contrast and I like darker brows. So let me go ahead and just brush through them using the highlight brush. I'm just going to brush them all the same direction. And it also gives a little glow, a little sparkle. Whatever's left over on the brush. Looking very editorial without eyebrows. Oh no, when your eyebrow pencil's basically done, there's like the tiniest little nub left. Let's see. Let's see what I can do. I have backups, I'm sure. All right. I think I'm just going to do the bottom line and then switch to a new pencil. All right, are we symmetrical? All right, that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out because I don't want it to start scraping my skin. Oh, again, I'm using the Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner pencil. I love these for my brows. All right, I have another one. This is in Blackest Black, so I have to use a very light hand, and it's a fresh one, so it's going to be like way more intense, but it also is a lot easier to use because the point is super duper fine. So here's the packaging. Got another one. Like I said, I have backups of this because this is something I don't want to run out of because I've been using this. I don't even know how long I've been using this for my brows, but it works so well for me. Okay. Let's get right back to it. Like I said, I'm having to use a very light hand. Whoa. What a difference a brow can make. Okay. Okay. Wow. We've got a brow. Oh, she looking fierce. I really like this brow. Let's hope we get the same thing on this side. I'm like, please, please. Be symmetrical. Even though nobody's face is perfectly symmetrical and our brows usually are not perfectly symmetrical. Girl can dream. I need to heat my tea up again. It's so good. I might make a cup to go for the road. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. When the brow wants to do its own thing. Oh. Okay, did that just fix it? I think so, maybe. Okay, we're gonna keep praying. Okay. Okay, brows. They look good to me. I'll take it. They look artificial, but they are. So, if you're looking for a natural, realistic brow, this is not the video for you. But I don't have that much to work with, so I do what I can. I do what I can. I do what I can. Okay. These is my brows. I like them. They're bold. I like them. All right. Let's do some mascara and lips and we're done. And edges. Do y'all really want to see me fix my edges on camera? And I can show y'all something that I kind of catfish people with. So I have, I guess, thinner edges. As you can see, they've always been this way. So I like to go in with a edge control that is black to kind of, it makes them look fuller, and it's just great. So I'm gonna use the Lotta Body one. I got this in my curl kit. When I used to do curl kit, I stopped it. I don't know how many months ago I've stopped it, but so anywhere that you see is like a little sparsey sparse, or you just need a little bit of zhuzhing up, you just take a little bit of this on your finger and you add it. I still have a lot on my finger, so like this little area. You don't need a lot, okay? Don't go in too much because then it's gonna look like your hairline is painted on, and we're not about that life over here, okay? So you can already see that it looks a little bit fuller with just how I've applied it. So you do that. Whatever's left over, I kind of just take on the other parts of my head because your girl is not about wasting. Then you take your tool of choice, pencil, toothbrush, edge brush, not a pencil, and you're just gonna like brush it into your edges so that it becomes one with your natural hair. But it's gonna look a little fuller. You see that? It's not gonna be as sparse looking because it's black. It's tinted black. Do you see? I see a difference than last time. It already looks fuller on my edges on this side. Thanks to that black tint to this edge control. Let's do this side. We're brushing it into this side. And you always want to smooth with your finger after. That's very important. Following up with your finger. And I like this one because it's kind of waxy. So I feel like it just holds. And it adds a little shine to the edge. Ooh, look at this part right here, though. You see that? That looks like I'm going bald. So, we're going to take a little bit more of the black edge control. We're just going to, assimilate her into. Look at that. We're just going to, Oh, that's too much. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, no. I'm making a mess, which is very much like me on a Saturday morning. Okay. So we still have some areas that can be further disguised over here. Okay, so that area looks fuller. Let's fix this little glob. All right, you see how it's not as big of a gap. I still see a space though. I don't want to see no space. There we go. Oh, I see another space. There we go. Now we're in business. So I like using black edge controls for this specific reason, to kind of hide where my hair is a little bit thinner and just make it look a little bit make it look a little bit fuller. I do have a couple bald spots. I'm not gonna lie. One is over here, but you can't see it. The hair is actually laying over it for real quite nicely, but I do have one. I don't know how she got there, but she's there. All right, I feel satisfied now with the quality of this ponytail, the fullness of my edges, my brows. All right, mascara time. And lips. And I'm done. Do I want liner or do I not want liner? That is the question. I'm thinking no liner. I'm going to go on with the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. Don't mind me as I casually just look up my nose as I'm doing my makeup. So I'm just going to go in with a decent amount of this. We're going to do some sort of bold lip. I don't know if I want to do a red or what. For me, a red is like nude when it comes to like lip colors. I love a red lip. I could do a brown. I don't really want to do a brown though. I could do a nice like fuchsia pink. I could look at the difference. Wow, lashes. I really like this mascara. I feel like it really grabs the lashes. And because it's like a comb applicator, it doesn't get clumpy. So that's always nice. I just keep building and layering up until I get the look that I desire. There's like this dry patch on my forehead that is bothering me, but it's not that serious. You can't even really see it unless you're this close to my face. Which nobody better be that close to my face today. Yes, for being on time. Tea is really good. Even cold, it's good. I love tea. I love to drink tea. Hot tea, cold tea, sweet tea, fruity tea. What is this? Nope. No. Lay down, Curl. There's this one curl. She's being so disrespectful. She's literally just like trying to pop up. It's not that kind of hairstyle. Lay down. I had like a loop, like a whole curl just sticking right out of my head. Glad I saw that because that would have bothered me later today. You got my Nola Boom Boom. You hear Nola walking up. Nola Boom Boom. Nola Boom Boom. Oh, hey, pretty baby. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for coming to say hi. Good doggy. All right. I'm pretty happy with my upper lashes. I spend a lot of time on mascara, especially since I don't like falsies. I'm going to do a little bit on the lower lashes, but I'm not going to go in like I do for the top lashes. I feel like I should do a gloss and not a liquid lipstick because it's going to be a little bit colder today, even though it's still going to be really nice weather. But I just don't want to deal with like my lips being dry or peeling and like me trying to like fix that today. So we're going to do a gloss, but we're going to use a pencil. I think that's a little bit more pink. So then the gloss comes off like kind of pinky. We're pink. Hope I'm making sense. Kind of, sort of, maybe not. I already know what gloss I want to use. And I think I know the pencil I want to use to get the color I want. I met Jeff Coffin again. You probably might not know who he is. Just know he's an amazing saxophonist. He's got 3 Grammys, I believe. He used to be in the Dave Matthews Band or play for the Dave Matthews Band, however you want to word that. And several other amazing musical groups. And I met him 5 years ago at NASA, which is the North American Saxophone Alliance conference. And I just happened to be in the exhibits looking at stuff because that's what you do at conferences. And I went up to the Jody Jazz stand, which Jody Jazz is a brand of, they make mouthpieces for instruments, for saxophones and clarinets. I don't know what else they do, but I know they do that for sure. And I was just looking and browsing, and I had already purchased one of their mouthpieces before, and I loved it for jazz. Like, it made me sound like I was putting 1,000 pounds of pressure through my saxophone, but not like in a scary way, in a good way. It just made me sound so loud and full. My sound was so loud and full. And so I wanted one for a Barry. When I looked at the price of the one that I wanted, it was close to 2/3 of what my rent is here. And I was like, I cannot afford that. Like, I'm gonna have to call my dad and like ask him, if he could drop some coins. But I'm like, he's probably not going to drop that amount of coins. And so I'm gonna have to save. I was like, doing the math, like, how am I gonna be able to purchase this? Like, what money plan do I need to create so that I can get this mouse because I really want it? And I think he heard me talking about it or looking at it. And when I saw the price, I was like, oh. And he was like, I'll get it for you. And I was like, okay, for me? And like, it makes me tear up a little bit. I teared up then. I think I might have shed a tear. I was like, you don't even know me, but he's like, you're a student of music and you're going to be a music teacher. Like, this is for your education. Like, I don't mind getting it for you. And I was like, thank you. And we took a picture. And so that was 5 years ago. And I met him again yesterday and I showed him the picture from that day. And he was like, oh my gosh, we got to take a picture and send it to the guy who owns the company, Jody Jazz. I think Jody's a man. I'm pretty sure he's a man. I'm sorry, Jody, if you're not a man, if you ever see this. But he's like, we got to take a picture and send it to Jody so that they can see, she, I think it's a he can see that, we've reunited 5 years later and you're still playing on the mouthpiece and everything. So yeah, I still am. I don't have a Barry sax yet. I'm working on that. But, I still play on the mouthpiece when I can. I still have it. So that was like a really cool experience. And I'm just like forever grateful for his generosity towards me because, he didn't have to do that at all, Like, bro don't even know me. So, all right, let's do these lips. I love the way the rest of the makeup came out. It's really, it's really kind of everyday look. I'm just taking forever to do it because I like to take my time. And I can do that. All right. Ooh. For the lips, like I said, I already know the combo I want to do. It's one of my favorites. For the lips, we're going to go on with this Rimmel London Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in the shade Obsession. Which you can see it's a pretty like mauve color. I love these lip liners. They're great. I just broke it. Don't twist it up too much. You're going to break it like I just did. Luckily, there's more in here. But it's super creamy, glides on super easy. And it's like got an angled applicator, which I feel makes it a little bit easier to like outline your lips with. Yo, these little dry flakes on my face are so annoying. I've never had dry flakes before until I turned 26. Okay. So those are the lips outlined. What did I just say? It sounds like I just blurred all those words together. And now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. and Alyssa Ashley lip gloss in the shade Nude Rose. Wow. And I always go with my finger and blend. Everything together, and it kind of absorbs any excess product because my fingers dry. My hands are dry. And this is the look. I feel like I need more pink blush now to go with the lips, but we're going to keep the skin very subtle. I love this lip combo. I think it is so pretty. It's like the perfect pinky nude for my skin tone, like that I don't need a brown liner. And I can get away with it. It's also kind of close to the natural color of my bottom lip. My bottom lip is very pink naturally, which I had an ex-boyfriend that used to make fun of me for. He's like, why are your lips so pink, but you so black? And I was like, you're rude. You're rude, sir. But anyways, he's getting married now, so to the woman he left me for. So best of luck to them. All right, this is my finished face of the day. I look ready for a job interview, or like I'm going to be on some kind of poster campaign, in my opinion. I actually look like the girls that like are in the military commercials. They're like, come join the Air Force. And they always have their ponytail, you know, they're pretty. But yeah, this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me and listen to me ramble and cough, and hopefully I get better. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I do my low sleek ponytail, which you can see is kind of drying. You can see it's drying and it's like shrinking up like a little rabbit tail. That's why I said it was going to dry. Still very moist and damp. And then seeing how I did this makeup, and yeah. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to get dressed, make another cup of tea and take it on the road with me and head to Columbia to learn more about being a music teacher. Hey, teach music. Hey, it's awesome. Hey. Yeah, I'm excited. I really had fun. I'm not looking forward to the drive, but it's not a bad drive. So, hour and 30 minutes. All right, let me go. I hope you guys have a superb Saturday, a superific Sunday, and I'll see you guys later. I don't know when. No promises, but you'll see me again. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and bye.